Good morning. It's Thursday, March 4th. I'm going to talk about the age in which we start noticing pots. And I'm sure this, varies from place to place, from culture to culture, from family to family. The first pot I remember noticing is actually one of these. There was a set of them. And I'm not quite sure why. I mean, this is an unusual object. It happened in a trip to Brazil when I was 9, all very exotic. A friend of mine, the first pot she noticed, she was probably in her 30s because it was a mug I gave her on her birthday. She was a coworker. She and I happened to have the same birthday. So I gave her this mug. Just, it's a birthday present. And up until that point in her life, things like coffee cups were just coffee cups, things you encountered in a restaurant. But this mug changed that. And in fact, she's joked that it's the most expensive free thing she ever got because she fell in love with it and bought more and bought more. And eventually was going with me to unload kilns and picking out pots that nobody else had ever seen. We were joking about renaming the shop all the pots that Julie didn't want, because if she wanted them, she got them first. It's an issue in terms of our market as potters, because there are lots and lots of people who in effect don't see pots, that don't value them, don't trust them. And how do we get to that? We've talked about, this is lack of education in the schools. No, I think this is a lack of trust in children. One of my friends, Anna Gito, went with me to a long fair that we did. She makes pots, and she was stunned by the fact that the people who I know and who buy pots from me were bringing their children to buy first pots. And these were 4, 5, 6-year-old children. And they were coming into the ceramic shop, and they were being careful, and they were having relatively grown-up discussions with their parents about which pot they wanted to get, and holding them gently and checking their balance. And it was entirely endearing to Anne that these people were trusting their kids, and that the kids were being trustworthy, and that it was all just so appreciative. I think our broader culture has to be shown. We can't just sit in the corner pouting. We have to find ways, even if we have to give pots away, to show people that handmade pots are substantially better than what they already have now. More or less one person at a time. Have a good day.